M0FXB remote software RSBA1 version 2 and the Icom-9700 here, connected via the USB cable, which is here. If you look at the back, it's like a printer connection. And then if we go to my COM port, right click on your Windows square, device manager, and you'll see that the cable is connected. Double click ports and you got 35 and 43 just there. So 35 I think is the number it will use, but we'll see. So I'm assuming you've run the software now and possibly even used it before. You'll have two shortcuts. One is the one that opens up the actual radio that looks like this. Okay, just exit that for now. And with the latest version 1.50, you get this control panel, and you at the top, it's not a control panel, we'll call it more of a settings panel. At the top you've got the setup wizard. So we're just going to go to setup wizard, and nice and easy, setup for a PC directly to the computer. Now the 9700 does have a LAN port at the back. You could use that, and there's a different process here, just top left. I have made a video on that, but this is just easy. USB cable, you just connect it like so, and then we're going to go next. And look, it finds it straight away. USB automatically found it. Next, gives you all the COM numbers. Look, 35. You want baud rate 115, otherwise the scope won't work. Next, and over here it's added it. So where is it? We've got one for the network which says offline, but this is the one it's just added. Look, my 705's there. So there you are. Now if you want, you can go into settings, and you can tell it it's using default devices at the moment. But I could choose my computer screen, which is this top one, and I can choose the microphone that I'm talking into now, which is the, where is it? Can I see it? Yeah, there it is there, Insta360. Click OK. And we've got AF here. Is it letting me do that? No, it's not letting me do that one at the moment. So let's just connect. Serial port number is 35. We need to know that. So we're now connected. I think now we can do AF, and there's your sliders. So let's go now, double click the little red box, and look how quick that was. There's a little red box here, and it's the same process for the 7300 via USB cable. Yeah, the 7610, 77. If you've got a USB cable, it's this. This is how quickly you can use RSBA1. So the new logo, make sure you've got the new version. Yeah, you get the red logo. Click that, and it's going to open the red logo is the setup. The radio, the interface that looks like the software is this. And we need to, before we actually connect, let's move my radio up here. So 9700 here. But before we connect, we need to just check we've put the right COM in. So connect set, and see the way it says LAN now? We don't want LAN, we want USB. And COM 35, I think it is. Leave the 19200 for now. Audio device voice memory. Well, we're not really doing voice memory, are we? I'm not sure about that. Click OK. You get this. Mod select. Click OK. And now turn on. Top left here. If it doesn't connect, you're on the wrong COM number. I noticed I had to connect to the right 9700 because we've got two. One's LAN and one's not. Click OK and now connect. Ta-da! And then hit scope. There you go. And you can select large, which we've already selected, view large. So look how quickly we got that connected. So on the side here, bands, Along the bottom here, modes. And remember, 100 watt on this device, 2 meter on you've got SSB, 23 SEMS, bandwidth, noise blanker, noise reduction here, preamp, monitor, break-in for CW, tuner for HF bands, which we don't get on this radio, RIT, XFC, memory clear. I noticed with the memory, maybe I'm wrong about it. It's not actually, I don't see that it's got memory showing here. So if we go memory here and I try and open one of my files, it won't be 7610. Documents. But I've never used memories on this, so if someone else has, tell me how. Documents. But I did just do a save. And the memory list is called MCH. The one I saved is called 9700. 978. There it is there, but it's an ICF. Yeah, you want an MCH file to go in there. So if I go to the radio and go VM, it has flicked over. Yeah, look, it flicks back. I need some tips on that. And also I'm going to tinker myself. I think that's enough, really. You've got voice transmission memories here. Kia transmission memories here, playback. Set mode, just information really about your connection. You can't do it, and I've turned on remote as well, for remote, so people can have remote access. And then on off. And it actually did turn the radio off. And then so now you can go back into your software on a laptop somewhere else and then connect to the radio. And I've made a video on that already, but there's a different process when you're on a completely separate laptop connecting to your radio. But anyway, this is a very fast USB connection to your 9700, 7300, 7610 via USB. Bye for now.